Good afternoon. It's 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Today, the window to designate franchise and transition tags to players headed to free agency opens up for NFL teams. So far, Adam Schefter reported today that it's unlikely that the Seahawks will use their franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker, while some reports also say that the Jets are expected to tag running back Breece Hall. Tonight, number 13, Tennessee baseball back in action as the Vols host UNC Asheville for a midweek matchup at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. First pitch is right now as two-way star Blaine Brown, who homered 3 times last weekend, will get his first start on the mound as a pitcher in orange and white. Tonight in college hoops, number 1 Michigan heads on the road to face off against number 7 Purdue at 5:30. Number 12 Florida hosts South Carolina at 6, and Kentucky will host Georgia at 8. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Bulls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Man, it's windy out there.
Yeah, it makes it a little chillier than 70.
I was looking forward to today. You went sleepless in Seattle?
Well, that too. Sleeveless.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
I got a little excited.
Sun's out, guns out.
Got a little excited.
It is partly cloudy and 67 in Nashville, Tennessee right now on the big 104.5 The Zone. You can watch this show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's Babsy Davenport, y'all.
Let's go.
You feel like you have a purpose today. Like, you're like, let's go, y'all.
Let's do this.
I got some Shiano to say over the next few hours. By the way, I realized yesterday that we are less than 3 weeks away from springing forward.
Oh, yeah, you texted me that after we left.
Because we figured out.
To respond to that.
You said 3 extra minutes of daylight per day now. And so we figured out by late next week, it'll be light when we leave the radio station.
That makes me so happy.
Me too.
I feel like it's crazy. It was such a mild winter until it wasn't. And now it just feels like winter has lasted forever.
I'm trying to pull up the forecast. Sometimes it's tough on this little app thing. 67 tomorrow, 76 and sunny on Thursday. That's when we're trying to lobby Zeph to set us up in the parking lot or something.
Yeah, let's
do a remote
happen,
from the radio station. 65 Friday, 56 Saturday, then 40 and 22 on Sunday, 38 and 21 on Monday.
Oh.
You can put that sleeveless back up here in a minute.
Well.
Also, you in the one fell swoop thing.
Oh, my gosh. It's my favorite Nate Bargatze
I knew when I texted
ever.
that you were going to, get it.
I did, too. It took a minute because she was doing things. But in all caps, one fell swoop. That is a Nate Bargatze thing, and you need to go search it out because it's really, really funny. And also, I feel like I just saw him at the, 5 Points Pizza has a little window on Division Street. Mm-hmm. And there were like 4 dudes, and I swear it was him.
Maybe.
But I didn't want to do the long look back thing, So I just kept going. But shout out to Nate Bargatze if you're in downtown Nashville right now. And if you're not, I'm sorry. But either way, I didn't talk to whoever that was.
Are you getting everything done in one fell swoop?
One fell swoop. He was getting pizza and whoever it was. Nate Bargatze lookalike. I mean, if that wasn't him, that dude was trying. It was like Rayola.
Oh, yeah.
If it wasn't him, that dude was trying. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Coming up, Slay Dog checking in from Charlotte here in about 15 minutes. And you can check him out on the SEC Network tonight. South Carolina at number 12, Florida. Florida, a 23.5-point favorite tonight. They are rolling, y'all.
Yeah, they look good.
10 out of 11.
And the thing with them is they've got depth.
Oh, by the way, that's Zeph, executive producer of 3HL.
The thing with them is they've got depth everywhere. Like,
yeah.
their front court is big. They've got depth there. Their two guards are really good.
I mean, freaking Lee now. Like, they're developing
Lee,
guys that they didn't have earlier in the year. I mean, they had them, but that dude is like 40 points the last 2 games. So, yeah, they play tonight. They've won they're 14-2 in their last 16 games, Florida. Go Gators. By the way, happy birthday to Gator Mike yesterday.
I was just going to say, talking about Florida.
You were? Mm-hmm. There you go. So happy birthday, Gator Mike. Georgia at Kentucky. Kentucky favored by 7.5. Georgia has not won in Lexington since March of 2009. They've lost 12 in a row in Rupp. Plus, they're on a skid right now anyway. Georgia has, let's see, what are they? They've lost 5 out of their last 6. LSU at Texas tonight. Texas by 11.5. The South Carolina-Florida game, the LSU-Texas game on the SEC Network. That's where you can check slate out. Georgia at Kentucky's on ESPN at 8 o'clock. Coming up at 4 o'clock, we've got lots to get to with Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com. Today is franchise tag day. It's also...
Is it?
Yes.
It is.
It is also transition tag day.
That's right.
Now, it's a window. So a lot of times in these scenarios, number one, not a lot of guys get franchised. Not a lot of guys get transitioned. But I'll explain the difference in the two in a little bit. But it's a window. It's not like, oh, once the window's open, here comes all the news. It's definitely not like
from now until March 3rd.
Yeah, you can do whatever. And here's the other thing.
Very large window. And a lot of them, like, maybe they're trying to get contracts done and they're discussing all that. So, I mean, it could be March 3rd before
more of a last second
tagged.
thing.
Yeah.
The other part of that, if you franchise tag someone, like, you see more stories of, oh, this team's not going to franchise tag this guy. Like, you see more of that. Kenneth Walker is a good example. He is becoming a free agent, Super Bowl MVP. Seattle, the story is they're not going to franchise tag him. Now, if they did, they still have until July 15th to negotiate a new contract if you can. So even if somebody gets franchise tagged, it's not official until July 15th and this whole thing. The NFL has figured out a way to be the storyline in every month of the calendar year.
Yep.
So all of that's going on today. SEC basketball tonight, I mentioned Lady Vols, number 21 Lady Vols at number 17 Ole Miss. Ole Miss is undefeated at home this year.
Did you see the series record between these? I think it said like the Lady Vols have won the last 37 of the last 39.
Jeez.
But
I make a habit of looking up things like that because I did it on the men's side, but I did not do it on Lady Vols Ole Miss.
I think I saw ESPN stats put it out, but I think Ole Miss still has their on the ESPN their predictor thing.
Yeah,
I think they gave Ole Miss I think it was a 53% chance to win this game.
I do have that written down somewhere. Yeah, Tennessee has a 47.2% chance to win, according to ESPN matchup predictor today.
Yeah, 37 of the last 9. Tennessee all time 53-9 against Ole Miss in women's basketball.
You love that, don't you?
Well, they're gonna have to play a little better than they have.
They played very well against Texas.
They did.
Without Mia Paldo.
Came up short, but
what's the status of her? She hasn't played since that Kim Caldwell press conference thing where she said her team quit.
Yeah, well...
And then Paldo, tweeted, I got hit in the eye, lost the contact, and then she was 0 for 10 in that game. The dad tweeted.
Well, I know
she hasn't played since.
It's given her sister, Maya, an opportunity who's gotten a lot more minutes in the point guard spot there.
They need Mia Paldo, though.
I agree. She's really good.
She's the straw that stirs the drink. Unrestricted free agents. Anybody interested to know that as we sit here on Franchise Tag Day for the Titans?
Gonna overpay, but sure.
Kevin Zeitler, unrestricted free agent.
Oh, for the Titans.
Yeah. No. Arden Key, unrestricted free agent. Sebastian Joseph Day. Van Jefferson. Wait, what? Is he still on the roster?
Mm-hmm. He signed a 1-year deal last year.
Oh, okay. Morgan Cox.
Ah.
You got to redo him.
He's been getting like these 1-year deals.
Yeah, he wants to play 20 years in the league. And he's up there.
What year is he now?
Will you look it up? I think it's like 17 or something. How about that? Long snapper. Find your niche, man.
That's what your son does.
Mm-hmm.
2010 to 2025, so 16 years.
Going into year 17.
So going into year 17.
There you go. He's got 4 to go.
Brandon Allen, quarterback, unrestricted free agent.
Negative.
Meaning buy?
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
Johnny Hecker, the punter, unrestricted. Jihad Ward. They got to figure out what they're doing there with Arden Key and Jihad Ward. You let both those guys walk, despite the need at edge rusher?
And Sebastian Joseph Day, because you kind of need depth inside.
I think he is going to be gone. Blake Hance, right tackle. Joey Sly, kicker.
I mean, Jihad Ward
the whole
showed a little
unit.
bit.
He did.
Like, I would be more interested in him possibly than Arden Key, probably.
Arden Key is such a ornamental weapon.
I'm going to need you to explain.
Like, he'll give you like 15 seconds. Hey, it's 3rd and 8. Arden, go. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's not 3-down guy at all by any stretch of the imagination.
Situational, maybe? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ornamental, huh?
Yeah.
Like
Corey
it.
Levin, center.
I mean, shoot. He was very valuable.
Well, I've seen people
I'm down with bringing him back.
I've seen people have discussions about what they're going to do with Lloyd Cushenberry, like whether or not to cut him and go after a whole another center.
Yes, I think that is definitely possible.
I thought that one was really going to work out.
Joe Bocci. Y'all know him?
Nope.
Linebacker. Udo, left tackle, unrestricted. James Lynch, unrestricted, defensive line.
That would be an interesting one to bring back for depth.
James Prochet, wide receiver.
Yeah,
You've drafted beyond him.
Yep.
And they will continue to do so this year. Jalen Armour Davis, cornerback. Terrell Baker Jr. is a restricted free agent, which means they can match offers. Julius Chestnut, running back. Mike Brown, safety, is restricted. So many free agents. Kyer Elam, cornerback. Keeman Hall, cornerback. Chig, unrestricted. Somebody's going to overpay for him.
That's what I was just going to say. I'm okay with moving on.
Jarek Reed is restricted, safety.
Hold on. Let's go back to tight end, though. Do you feel, did you like what you got from Gunnar Helm? Are you okay with letting Chig go? I think somebody will overpay him.
I think that's what's going to happen. I would bring him back if you can.
If
it makes sense
the franchise
financially.
tag for that tight end position is $16 million.
$16 million.
Way too much for Chig.
Yeah.
Way too much.
But you can transition tag him for average of the top 10, which I don't know what that number is.
What is the difference between franchise and transition?
Okay, franchise tag, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. Franchise tag, and we'll do it again later. This is a 1-year, fully guaranteed contract used to restrict a player from entering free agency. The player receives the average salary of the top 5 players at his position. We have all of the numbers that we'll roll through positionally in just a little bit. The two sides can continue to negotiate a new contract until July 15th. At that point, if a new contract is not done, then the franchise tag is placed. Now, you can transition tag a guy, okay? This is a 1-year tender for pending free agents, paying them the average of the top 10 salaries at their position or 120% of their previous salary. Now, here's the difference. The original team has the right of first refusal to match any offer sheet from another team, but offers no draft compensation if the player leaves. So if you transition tag Chig, he gets a $15 million deal from somewhere.
You can match it.
You can match it or let him go.
But if you let him go, you don't get the draft pick, the compensation from. The 2026 tight end transitional tag value is $13.5 million, so about two and a half less than the franchise tag.
I think he's a valuable player. He was. Here's the interesting part
I'm
of.
still jaded on Chig.
This is why I think this is the interesting part of that player. Everybody sees him run and sees some plays he makes and thinks he should be better than he is.
Is that what the problem is?
I think that's
in
what
my
the problem
head?
is. Like
Because I'm just like, okay, bye.
I think you look at him and you think, okay, here's his production. I think, like, I just saw that play. I just saw this play. I saw this highlight. Like, he should have more production than he does. Right. I think that's where whether it's true or not, I don't know. But
right.
I think
and whether it's fair or not.
Exactly. But I think we're all there with him.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it in just a little bit. Plus, we have all the franchise tag numbers positionally for you. Quarterback, I'll go ahead and tell you, is $47.4 million. The second to least amount of money, I mean, the least is kicker punter, right? The second to least is running back. Again, just devalued despite Saquon and all these, and Derrick Henry.
Can't get no
Where's
R-E-S-T-E-C-T.
safety on that list?
Safety.
I feel like that's a position that's starting to become
fourth to bottom. So we've talked about this on the show. A couple of years ago, I started hearing from people in the league that safety is going to turn into running back.
Yep.
Like in terms of devaluation.
We talked about this 2 years ago.
That's what's happening there. Now, tight ends like to argue their percentage of plays where they're standing up, they're actually a wide receiver. They should be paid that way.
Well, and some guys have argued and won. Like, I think George Kittle is a guy that's argued and won and gotten that value.
Because tight end average
of his catches.
Tight end franchise tag would be $16 million, as Bab said. Wide receiver, $28.
There's a massive difference.
Almost double. All right, let's talk to Slay. When we come back, he's in Charlotte. We'll talk college basketball and other things with Slay Dog next. 3HL. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, Tupac Tuesday. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport here. Executive producer of 3HL is Zeph Dog.
What up?
Are you multitasking right now?
I am.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm hosting, or not hosting, I'm producing the show.
Listen to him.
Sorry, I didn't mean to try and take the drive right
Is that
there.
on your business card?
No.
Okay.
I'm producing the show, and I am watching Tennessee baseball.
Huh.
Would you like an
USC
update?
Asheville today.
No, we don't want one. No. No update.
No update?
No.
Are they losing?
No.
Okay,
well,
No.
actually, they might be.
Oh.
Now she wants the
Okay, you can update that.
I think they just scored. No, he stayed at third. So they have UNC Asheville has bases. No, they did score.
Yep. Gosh, this is the worst
Sorry.
update ever.
They were not.
You're the one watching.
I know.
We're not watching.
I was watching a replay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're down 1-0, top of the second.
Oh, there we go. You can update that.
They did start their two-way player, Blaine Brown, who only pitched one inning, which is sad because I really wanted to watch him pitch a little bit more, but
Okay. Thanks for the update, Zeph.
yeah. You're welcome.
Slay Dog, you there?
I'm here, Yorl. What's
Slay
happening?
Dog, are you with us?
You better believe it, Reese. What's up, man?
How is Charlotte? Is that where you are?
Oh, there
I
he
am
is.
Michelle.
What are you getting dressed while you're talking?
I am.
to us?
Y'all know y'all when I get to come on, I'm always it's right there between that window of okay, I can get off when I get off with y'all and be rushing, or I could do it while I'm doing the interview and then be ready to go because I got to be there at 5:30. So
Is somebody cleaning your room?
yeah, you can hear that.
There's somebody.
No,
No, there's somebody
you
in the
can
mirror.
See it in the mirror.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
That is so weird.
It's not cleaning my room. They're turning it down.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm turning my room.
But you got to turn it up when you get to SEC
Believe
Network.
me, I just had Nana Morrison's that's in South Carolina for two thighs, 2 legs, sweet potatoes, greens. The banana pudding wasn't nothing, so I didn't have to eat the banana pudding.
So
And
you go thigh
Red
over.
Kool-Aid.
Of course, red Kool-Aid. You go thigh over breast.
No, but that's what they had hot.
Thighs becoming a thing now in the chicken eating industry.
Oh, thighs are cold blooded on the grill because they cook all the way through and they're juicier. They don't dry out. So yeah.
All right. Well, Florida's going to continue to roll, man. They are red hot, dude. As you know, they've won 5 in a row, 10 out of 11. They're 14-2 in their last 16. They are absolutely rolling. They get South Carolina. Gamecocks' last win in Gainesville came February of 2020. It's not going to happen tonight. Gators by 22.5.
Yeah, that's quite a number right there, Yorl. And the bad thing about it, they're probably gonna cover it. they may even double it. I mean, it's just Florida just rolling, South Carolina reeling, and it's just a tough spot to be in for Lamont Paris and his group, man. The talent wise, when you compare to guys that are at Florida that came back, they got a core of guys, and I think they got a different goal in mind that they're trying to hit. So this is literally not a knock at them, but this is just a speed bump right here.
Yeah, 22.5 is a lot. That's 6 o'clock SEC Network. The ESPN game at 8 is Georgia at Kentucky. Bulldogs were flying high, Slay Dog, after their win at Missouri. Since then, they've lost 5 out of 6. Georgia has not won in Lexington since March of 2009. They've lost 12 in a row in Rupp. Kentucky 8-2 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, I think if this were to go down, this could be the biggest upset of the season, especially where both teams lie. Is it possible? Yes, if Jamal Wilkinson is playing for Georgia. He set out the last game. If he's playing, those guards can get hot, score at a high clip, and that 3-ball is a different game. That's a game changer for people. So Mike White, if he's able to get this one, because they're still in consideration for the tournament. So they still hold their destiny in their hands, but you gotta go through some trenches to go and get to it, and this is one of them.
Yeah,
Kentucky they've been locked in as well too.
Yeah, despite the loss in Gainesville, I mean, we just talked about Florida. Florida handled it.
Yep.
But Kentucky will move past that, and then they get Georgia tonight, as we mentioned. LSU at Texas, 8 o'clock SEC Network, Texas by 11.5. LSU basketball coach Matt McMahon is hanging on by a thread. He's in his fourth year in Baton Rouge, 14-19, 17-16, 14-18. He's 14-11 this season. They're 2-10 in their last 12 games. I didn't realize that. I started looking back. He was a GA at Tennessee when you were there.
Yeah, I always say this the East Tennessee homeboy. Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
It just flies past me when you say that because I know the Murray State success. That was well documented, and he had tons of it there. But
no, he was up there. He was up there with us. The year I tore my ACL, like he was running around with us. But
What's the scoop on him?
Yeah, it's kind of a bad situation he went in. Like everybody remembers when Will Wade walked away, he left the cupboard totally bare.
Yeah.
You know, and so he came into a situation where he had to go get guys. And remember, Will Wade he got fired. It was the NCAA investigation and all that stuff that was going on. So he kind of just abruptly left, which allowed players to jump into the transfer portal. He had absolutely nobody on the team when he came and took it over.
Yeah, and
so
they had to be careful because that was right before NIL.
Yeah, so that happened, and then the next year, he tried to put guys together. It was an uphill battle. The year after that, Jalen Reed gets hurt, who was going to be the leader on his team. He bounces back. He's going to be the pillar of this group right here. And into 3 games into the season, maybe 4 or 5, he ruptures his Achilles. So I mean, he can't get right, man. It's tough on him. But LSU, the AD, they got a new AD in. We all saw how that went down. So I'm sure he probably wants to bring his own guy in, kind of match Lane's energy and match Kilmorky's energy and match the baseball's energy. Like, it's a different. And I think they're trying to build a new PMAC.
I mean, imagine those coaches.
Yeah.
Mulkey, Kiff. I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
plus the AD has publicly said they have to make the NCAA tournament for him to keep his job.
Or he's gone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is Auburn going to make the tournament? Like, we just, Mr. Babs was like, oh, your team looks like crap.
Is he trying to start fights over there?
Yeah. But what do I say? There's nothing I can say. I'm like, yeah, they do.
No, you deflect and you pick something else
but here's the
happened
thing.
like 6 months ago.
Do I want them to not make the tournament so that they'll move on from Stephen Pearl, maybe?
Oh, man.
Well,
that's where
Babs,
we are, Slay.
It's a tough spot to be in. But I will say the roster that he was able to be left with, in a sense, is not his roster. So I think you have enough grace period to say, all right, going into this season, we know how NIL is. We know how you can change a roster. If you go get 2 or 3 guys, you know what they look like because you were a part of Jabbar Smith, Walker Kessler. You know what the portal is. You know what it's like to go get a 5-star. You've been a part of it. So here's an opportunity coming into this year after this. Because I thought he was just treading water this year. And I thought he actually did a good job compared to what he was left. You know what I mean?
Really?
They balanced the games. Yeah, because it ain't Bruce.
So I'm not giving him any credit.
Well, they've lost 4 in a row.
Or grace. I'm not giving him any grace.
That's stuck in
just
your
because
mind,
of what he took over.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those situations where let's get him in the seat. Y'all know what it is. I'm here to support. Now going into this next season, that's gonna be the telltale. Yeah, you gotta give him a chance, Babs. Listen, I felt the same way walking into it. You know what I mean? Like, it's Auburn. It's a standard that you're used to. Like, it's them and Alabama and Tennessee occasionally battling for SEC championships.
But do the players respect him? I don't know because I'm not there and I don't have contacts there.
Yeah. That's where I think it's a divide.
Yeah.
But you also got to understand, Bruce is the one that told these guys to stay. Bruce is the one that convinced these players that I'm going to be here, and then abruptly left. So these are Bruce's guys. They bought into Bruce. When the portal opened up after the coaches changed 30 days, nobody's paying that NIL money for Tahad Pettiford, Keyshawn Hall, all of these guys to move. You were set kind of in Auburn, so it was like, all right, man, we'll stay. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Against Will. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
let's see the guys he gets because he's selling them on something. If Bruce isn't here, I'm selling y'all on my vision, and this is not you being hogtied to stay. You got a choice to roll in this one. So we give it this year. He knows what it looks like.
Okay.
It was a tough situation for him, and we've talked about it. I mean, because the guy after Pearl is such a huge personality, and he's one of the more intense coaches that was in the game. So it's going to be tough on the next guy because he's going to be compared to that a little bit. But when it's his son, who has no head coaching experience.
Nepotism got him the job.
And then you wonder, like, do the players, like, look at him as a coach or a homie or, like, what? You know, that's a tough situation for him. I think he's had some really good moments where he's looked great on the sideline and done some X's and O's things and some timeout situations and some clock situations late that were really good. But they have lost 4 in a row. And
yeah, no, it's tough, especially when you had a guy vying to be SEC Player of the Year. But it's also a good sign that he's establishing his culture because when you have your leading guy sit out on the road at Arkansas and he's dressed not in street clothes but in warm-up gear, you're sending a message. So it's one of those, it's either I can lean in and say, we'll give it up to the players and it'll be their team, or this is my team and what I'm establishing. We may not win this game at Arkansas. I might as well send the message now. So
better win the next one at Mississippi State. And Mississippi State just had 34 from Josh Hubbard against Ole Miss in that rivalry game, but they better win that one because they got Kentucky at Oklahoma, Ole Miss, LSU, and at Alabama to close it out.
Mississippi State gonna fight. Those Jans, you got a team that won't quit. They will not quit. So even if they look like they're getting beat by 40, they're really trying.
I wish he would say that in a press conference. My team does not quit.
He kind of said, if you ain't a dog, you dog food. He said.
He did say that. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's one or the other. Yeah. You either smoke or you get smoked, basically. Number 20, some listeners want your comments on this. Number 21, Tennessee playing at number 17, Ole Miss tonight at 6 o'clock on ESPNU. ESPN matchup predictor gives Tennessee a 47.2% chance to win. Talaysia Cooper was really good against Texas, 29 points. Ole Miss 11-0 at home this year. The Lady Vols 2-4 in their last 6. Ole Miss, though, has lost 2 out of 3. What's going on with Mia Paldo? Is she going to be back? Like, what do you expect from Tennessee? Because they played hard against Texas, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I do think the message got across. They bought into it, but this is the beautiful thing about basketball. The message can get sent out, and you got to continue to prove it and build on it. So once that timeout was called in that second quarter, and she straightened out Talaysia Cooper, and Talaysia Cooper bought in. Tennessee looked like a totally different team when they were playing against Texas. So does that carry over, that energy, that same effort, does that carry over to Ole Miss playing against, Kate McMahon is a dog. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If everybody remembers, she should be in this game with a chip on her shoulder. This was last year when she was playing against Ohio State when Tennessee beat them in the Sweet 16. You know, that's when she had the little dust up with Kim Caldwell. Like it was words said back and forth. You know what I mean? Kim Caldwell was looking at her like, what is going on? Like, why is she tripping like this? Mm-hmm. And Kate was going off. So I'm sure Kate McMahon has that hat in the back of her head, and she's been on the tear. Yeah. Coach Yo getting her out the transfer portal was a godsend. So she got some other girls to go along with her. Lattimore is another one that can get busy for Ole Miss, and they got some great wins. They got some really good wins, playing good against teams. They beat Alabama on the road. Like you said, they did lose, but they've been playing teams really, really good. So it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Yo and her team does. It will be rocking down there. They do support their Lady Rebels, so it's going to be interesting to see what Ole Miss comes up with.
You were walking out of the studio yesterday, Slay, to go catch your flight, and I brought up the NBA All-Star Weekend, which I definitely should have done while you were still sitting in your chair. Man, I don't know what to do about that weekend, man. Like, how do we get more star power involved in like the dunk contest and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's the problem right now. The game, All-Star game Sunday was fine. I thought that was good. I wish they would put, like, I love the competition, but the players are the one that's going to push the limits. So Wemby was the one that set the tone, and I thought it was a carryover from what we saw in the Olympic Games. You know what I'm saying? That same energy. Yeah. I like it being split like that, and then having the young guns playing. So I thought that was fine. I think the three-point contest is always going to be fine because that's where the game is. Everybody loves to see high-caliber guys shooting threes and making them at a high clip.
I've always loved that part the most, honestly.
Yeah, the only problem is the dunk contest. The dunk contest is the problem, and it's the problem because what are we expecting to see? You know what I'm saying? Like, guys like, I heard Stephen A. Smith talking about LeBron, him being the problem, but LeBron's never been a dunk contest dunker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he just attacks the rim. I mean,
it is ferocious the way he attacks with that size, moving at that speed, able to take off. But we've seen what it looks like in power. Dominique was it. Mm-hmm. He was the epitome of that. Then you have finesse and power with Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as stars go, it's not many stars. It's not a Vince Carter that's a star walking around the league that I can think of right now. That just does. I think Ant Edwards is a hell of a guy to be, but Ant Edwards to me is a game dunker. Like, Ja Morant is the same thing.
I was going to ask you about those two. Is there a way to attract those two guys? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, like, what are you looking to see? Like, all they're going to do is, their stunning, jaw-dropping dunks are in games to me. Like, when they just in the flow of it and instinctively just take off and jump. You know what I'm saying? A dunk contest, you got to do tricks to go get a dunk contest. I learned my senior year at Oak Hill Academy. We had Bob Gibbons had a tournament, SEC, ACC All-Star game, and they held it at North Carolina State. So it was all the guys going to ACC schools, all the guys going to SEC schools. So it was loaded. Joe Forte, Steve Blake, Tony Bobbitt, Damian Wilkins. All ACC was loaded. SEC was loaded. Me, Keith Bogans, Matt Bonner. Like, we had a mob too. So halftime comes, and I always had one dunk that I was going to do to set everybody off. Get the ball rack, set it on the side, outside of the box, and dunk over the ball rack from the side view so everybody can see your full body and your range and everything.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful shot instead of just doing it straight on at the rim. I did that dunk, cleared the ball rack. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Out of nowhere, Bob Gibbons grabs the mic and says, a special guest has arrived.
No.
John Helicopter Humphrey. And he named him the helicopter right then. People that don't know, John Humphrey played at MTSU. He was on our Oak Hill team at the time. He was not in the All-Star game. They flew him into the All-Star game just to dunk for this game.
He took your
Once
trophy.
I did my dunk and I saw he was there, I told him, y'all cool. Y'all might as well go and give it to him because I'm not about to do anything that can compare what this guy is about to do.
That's a
over.
great story.
It's over, dog. And after we played pickup at Oak Hill, everybody's sitting on the sideline, chilling, talking. He was practicing dunks. People that jump from the free throw line off one leg and glide to the basket. He was at half court, throwing the ball up in the air, waiting on it to bounce right in front of the free throw line, and jumping off 2 feet to try to catch it and dunk from the free throw line. I have no business in any kind of contest with him. I don't care how high I jump. Like this, some people are just freaks. So that's the problem. The stars may not be those guys, but it may be guys like Mac McClung, Marcus Hayslip, who on what's the name of the game in the fall? They call it Big Orange Madness. Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. I come out in the screen mask. They done told the story before I do my dunk. Marcus Hayslip, this is right after Vince Carter had just put his elbow in the rim. Slip jumped up and dunked and put 2 elbows in the rim. We're not the same. So,
not the same.
It don't matter about star power. I was the bigger star than Slip. It didn't matter about that. This dude put 2 elbows inside of a basketball rim.
What was Helicopter's name again?
John Humphrey.
I'm gonna look him up, man. You got me intrigued.
He all over. And when And One was really popping.
Oh yeah.
The Humphrey was one of the main attractions.
I love it.
Yeah, man. So it's not the stars. They just got to be willing to go out there and say, "Hey, man, we need somebody to spruce it up." Mac McClung was the guy. You got to start early. Go get 2 or 3 ringers off the street. I promise they'll do stuff to try to hurt themselves.
Slay checking in from Charlotte. Real quick.
We went back, by the way, just real quick, went back and watched Dominique Jordan 1.
I don't need to watch it. Your husband was smoking crack yesterday while you weren't at home.
Like, man, and
I will say
imagine
this. I watched it with him. He might
they
be
stole
right.
it.
Yep.
No, they stole it.
Yep.
They stole it from
He's
Jordan.
right. He was right.
They stole it from Dominique. I mean, they stole it.
They stole it from Dominique. Yeah.
Because it was in Chicago. Dominique was better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Captain Donut, hotel ain't got no roof. Vandy Man AD2 said, looks like a ghost in the mirror, Slay.
The ghost has cleaned his room up immaculate, so.
Well, have fun. No, you got to get dressed, man. And we appreciate you checking in. Great rundown of these games, man.
No doubt. Appreciate it, baby. See y'all tomorrow.
Love you, Slay.
Love y'all.
All right, more 3HL coming up. We've got the franchise tag numbers positionally for you. What are we looking at? That's next, 3HL.
Do you need new windows and new doors? You need to call Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Here's the deal, too. They can come to you. They can bring different examples of windows and doors and all of that, or you can go visit their showrooms. Free consultation is what they give, and they have 2 showrooms, one in Franklin at 277 Mallory Station Road and one in Hendersonville, 256 East Main Street. It's right at the corner of East Main and Indian Lake Boulevard, by the way. So you can go in there. They have all of your options, see what you like, what you don't like. You can pull different windows out. You can pull different doors out, look at different finishes, and you can pick whatever you want. Schedule your free consultation with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They'll take care of you, and they'll also give you a special for the month of February. We got a couple more weeks here for this one, which is great if you're going to replace all your windows. Right now, the Dawn deal. Buy 3, get 1 free on windows, and no payments, no interest for 12 full months. Buy 3, get 1 free. All you have to do is ask them for the Dawn deal, and they'll take care of you. PellaNashville.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. So Babs has a package sitting over there. And it says, please deliver to, it doesn't say, it reads, please deliver to 3HL, attention, Dawn Davenport, 10 Music Circle East. So I go, Babs, what's in the package? She goes, I don't know. Will you open it? She goes, it could be sketchy. And I'm like, but you want me to open it?
Take one for the team, Mayor.
I could risk my life over here. Oh, spread the love, Second Harvest Food Bank.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Babs, this is amazing.
What is it? Are you going to read it? Peanut butter.
It is peanut butter. And they've covered up the logos.
Yes.
But it's just.
You can tell.
I can tell.
What does the note say? What are they promoting? Yeah. Don't take it off.
Hey, you gave me control of this situation.
I need you to read the note.
Second Harvest Food Bank launches annual Spread the Love campaign. Food Bank urges donations of spreadable food items and offers other ways to donate.
What a great idea. Peanut butter is spreadable.
Oh, wow.
Donate it.
Chrysalis Modern Italian. That's the place in Cool Springs that I love, that I tell you about all the time.
Oh, okay.
Every day they have a fresh pasta that they do. And so you can get whatever, like if you want bolognese, you can get it. If the fresh pasta is fettuccine, you can do that. You can do that. I love that place.
Very cool.
So they will feature a peanut butter cheesecake, donating half of the proceeds to Second Harvest. Tempered Fine Chocolates will donate $3 from every purchase to their peanut butter mugs through February. Jenny's Splendid Ice Cream will host ice cream socials throughout the month of February. At its 10 Nashville locations, 25% of all sales will be donated to Second Harvest.
Well,
Dutch Brothers Coffee, Old Smoky Distillery also involved. Second Harvest, midtn.org/love.
Spread the love.
Spread this peanut
Grab
butter.
a bunch of peanut butter and drop it off at Second Harvest. They do an amazing job.
They do.
You know,
or donate money.
I've worked with them ever since
you have.
I moved here and was with WKRN, I mean, for years. And then we did school visits and all of that and had a ton of fun doing that. But I don't think that people realize when the NFL draft was here, I hosted the Second Harvest event. And so I had like all my stats and numbers to give out during that, that event with Goodell and all the players, all the draft players that were packing bags for my Second Harvest. And I don't think people realize the impact that Second Harvest has on our areas and how many people experience hunger, and people that
think about the kids
you
that
would think, okay, they're fine or not.
Slay has brought this up because he experienced it. But think about the kids, the only food they get in the course of a day is at school, with school lunch. And
in the summer, it is vital that my Second Harvest food bank steps in because there's no school.
Second Harvest midtn.org/love.
Yes. Spread the love.
Go show them some love.
And a little peanut butter.
This is a weird story that popped up, and I know no details.
Okay.
Maybe Zeph does, because Zeph likes to.
Well, this ought to be
Is this the one I sent?
I don't know. You sent a lot of stuff today.
I did. I was doing a lot of prep work this morning.
Breaking. This is from Bussin' with the Boys, but I've seen it elsewhere, too.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Florida's IMG Academy hit with $1.7 million fine over fees tied to a Mexican drug cartel.
Yeah, I saw that, and I thought that was wild.
Thank you, Seth. Dynamite drop-in money?
First off, why in the world is a high school involved with...
Oh, that's not a high school. That's a prep school.
Let me quote-unquote...
Athletic factory.
Quote-unquote high school athletes.
Yeah.
I've been there. Connor did a camp down there. It's...
why are they involved with the cartel?
Yeah, I don't know. Details to come. Maybe we don't need to know. I don't know.
They were fined for accepting tuition from families linked to the Mexican drug cartel.
Oh, wow. Well, they're just not supposed to accept money?
I don't know.
Also,
how do you prove or not prove that they are connected to the cartel? How do you know? I mean, that's kind of a slippery slope here, right? Like how, I mean, that is a big slippery slope. Like, hey,
if you're IMG,
I don't know if we're going to accept your tuition
Here
money
would be my
because
defense.
you might be a part of the cartel. Okay, do you want to die now?
Yes, that would be part of my defense. Look, what happens if I don't take the money?
Yeah. You're dead.
Well, yeah, what if I kick the kid out because I couldn't accept their tuition money?
Yeah, and then
they send
dead.
the cartel after me.
Well, it's like The Usual Suspects, which is an incredible film, where he's like, why didn't you take a shot at him? And he said, if you shoot at the devil, what if you miss? Which I thought was a great line in so many different ways.
89 violations, by the way.
89.
That's what they've been fined for.
Shout out Frank Wycheck, RIP.
Yikes.
Also, can you imagine like just a normal high school if they did that? Like 1.7 million would wreck a normal high school. But this prep academy is like, okay.
Like Hillsborough gets 1.7 million over there.
But, this prep academy is like, okay, it's nothing.
Well, tuition payments ranged from $98,867 to $102,235 per academic year. They were made through wire transfers from third-party individuals in Mexico, according to the release. So I guess that's how you're supposed to know.
So over what, like $400,000 per...
There was
per
89
athlete?
of them. 89.
Can you imagine being the guy chasing this? Ooh.
I don't think I would want to.
Bunker up, big man. Quarterback, $47.4 million. That's the franchise tag number. If you franchise, like if the Titans put the franchise tag on Brandon Allen, it would be $47.4 million.
Yeah, that would be a really stupid thing to do.
What did you say the other day, Zeph?
I just need to reiterate. Let's not do that.
Wide receiver, $28 million. James Prochet. If they franchise James Prochet.
Or Van Jefferson.
Yeah, or Van Jefferson, $28 million.
Okay.
Offensive line, $27.8 million. So if you franchise Kevin Zeitler, we're just rolling through this money.
Yeah, we are.
Linebacker, $27.6 million.
So, Joe Boshi, is that who it was?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like equipment you use to like scale a mountain.
We're just ruining the Titans' cap space here.
Defensive tackle, $27.4 million. This is in order from most to least. Like, so if you're paying attention positionally, quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line, linebacker, defensive tackle, that's where we are. Defensive end, $26.7 million. So then you probably have some discussion between what's a linebacker and what's a defensive end, although the difference there is only $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Cornerback, 20.
It's closer now than it used to be.
Yeah, cornerback and safety are both $20.8 million. Tight end, 16. Tight end's not getting any love. Running back, $14.2 million.
No, running back's not getting any love.
That's definitely true. Kicker, punter, 6.8. So those are the numbers. We can talk more about that. Again, we rolled through what the Titans free agents are unrestricted and restricted. More Titans talk when we come back, and we'll talk about these franchise tags, transition tags. Jimmy Wyatt loves to talk about this stuff. TennesseeTitans.com. He's next.
Good afternoon. It's 4:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Down Studios. Today, the window to designate franchise and transition tags for players headed to free agency opens up for NFL teams. So far, Adam Schefter has reported today that it's unlikely for the Seahawks to use a franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker. Right now, number 13, Tennessee baseball back in action as they host UNC Asheville for a midweek matchup at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. The Vols currently lead 5-2 in the bottom of the third inning. Tonight in college hoops, number 1 Michigan heads on the road against number 7 Purdue. That one's at 5:30. Number 12 Florida will host South Carolina at 6, and Kentucky hosts Georgia at 8 o'clock. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Dornick, Don Davenport with you. Slay Dog is in Charlotte. He'll be on the SEC Network. Tonight, the executive producer of 3HL is Zeph. Let's go
What up?
quickly to Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com.
Jimmy.
What's going on, brother?
Not too much. How you guys doing?
Doing well. So let's go ahead and jump into franchise tag day, transition tag day. We kind of walked people through the difference there. But just to get your view of these things and what happens, it's not like, oh, franchise tag, window open right now, we're going to see a bunch of movement. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see more activity than others, but and obviously some players will determine who deserves a tag and who doesn't. I can't necessarily see the Titans using it on anybody, and it's an expensive price tag, as you guys know, based on the way that whole system was made. So I don't know. What was it last time? Less than probably a half dozen guys across the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time the Titans franchise tagged somebody? Was it Henry?
That's a great question. Let me see if I can look it up.
Dang, sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Well, it's just so.
They don't do it often.
No.
So I'll have to look it up. I don't know. It's been a long time.
It's been a really long time, yeah.
And even if it was Derek, they haven't done it very often since they've been here. They haven't done it very often. And honestly, like most of the story. Wait, what?
Yeah, 2019 was Derek.
Okay.
And in March 2020, so that was it.
Yeah. And I don't even remember anybody. I think there was one other before that.
Maybe Albert way back in the day.
Yeah.
Was it franchise tag? Seems like seems like in Bo Scaife or maybe somebody like that. A lot of times you use it at a
Yeah, it was a tight end. Because I remember being like, wait, what?
Yeah, we were talking on the Lanai. Babs brought up Delaney. Maybe it was Delaney.
Yeah, I use it on a kicker sometimes. I mean, but you use it on a defensive end or one of these high-priced positions, it'll kill your cap.
So, I mean, really, like if you look at the roster, really the only player that you might even have a pass-by conversation about would be Chig. And if you did that, that's $16 million for next season for him.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that?
I say hell no, but.
I mean, I would probably try to re-sign him, but my guess is somebody's going to value him more and overpay.
Yeah, and a lot of times, Trig will have an idea what his market will be here over the next couple of weeks. I mean, that's the thing is that I know Chig talked about wanting to come back when the season came close to an end, or maybe the day after the season ended, he talked about how much he liked being here, and then he had a kind of a cryptic post that kind of led you to believe that he thought he was gone. But the reality is, the market will kind of determine what his value is, and if he doesn't maybe get an offer or movement that he anticipates, then you could see conversations change. So I'm curious myself just how other teams value him.
I just looked it up, Jimmy. You were right. Bo Scaife, 2009.
Yeah.
And because he played on the tag.
Hook 'em.
And then Derrick Henry and Michael Griffin in 2012. But remember, that was right before they signed him to a long-term extension. So he didn't even play on the tag because he got that extension. So, yeah. Good memory there.
Bo Scaife was it.
Yep. Bo Scaife.
He's a good dude.
He's a good player, man.
Good player, too, yeah. So the coordinators are going to meet with the media tomorrow at noon, and you'll hear sound bites all over the radio station after that happens, and hear it live, I'm sure. But what do you anticipate hearing from Gus Bradley and Brian Dable tomorrow?
Well, I'm looking forward to both of them. Obviously, Dable is I'm anxious to kind of hear his thoughts on Cam and just what his relationship was like with Cam during the course of last offseason. Because if you remember, Dable with the Giants at that time was very interested in Cam Ward, built a great relationship with him. Story goes that he pushed hard for the Giants to go after Cam, and then Titans obviously were not in a position where they wanted to come off that pick. But I think Cam and Daboll during the course of, and Cam said this himself when I talked to him, just built a great relationship just during the pre-draft process. I'm curious to hear his thoughts on Cam, maybe how he can get the most of him, out of him. It's always going to be tricky when these coordinators talk about roster because let's be honest, we don't know what kind of movement's coming on the roster, and who's, just like we were talking about Chig. Like, there are some spots that are still to be determined and are not going to be settled until we're through with free agency and the draft. So I will be curious to hear his thoughts on Cam, just his ideas on what the offense is going to look like, just his relationship with Robert Saleh and Berganzi, what led him here. He had options, so did Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley, his situation is different. He's going to be the defense coordinator, but Robert Saleh's calling the defense. So just what is that relationship going to be like? What's that going to look like during the course of the week?
I know that's pretty surprising that he turned down other opportunities for that role, And I'm with you. I'm curious to know, more detail about what that role will be for him.
Yeah, but he obviously, is an experienced guy and has done it for so long. And as you mentioned, and as I mentioned, he had some other opportunities, but decided to come here as a non-play caller.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that's because of Robert Saleh. Some of it could be reasons that he'll detail more tomorrow, but a lot of things changing on defense too, because this is a team that's been used to playing the 3-4 now. Robert Saleh known for being a 4-3 guy. A lot of holes on that defense that need to be filled, and how do they view certain players? Curious to see what he says in that regard, as far as who's better suited at certain linebacker positions and positions on the line of scrimmage.
Do you have a chance to get out of here and go on vacation? The NFL season just keeps going, man.
Not really, as you guys know. I mean, we saw you guys out in San Francisco and was out there for the long stretch, and came back and had a little bit of chance to catch my breath before the combine, which I leave for on Monday. But unfortunately, I caught the flu when I was trying to catch my breath. So,
man.
So I was sidelined most of last week. I was down bad with the flu. I think the woman on the way back from San Francisco that's sitting behind me on that Southwest flight, I'm not kidding, coughed for 4 hours straight. And I told my wife when I got home, if I'm getting sick, it's going to be because of this lady behind me on the plane. And sure enough, about 36 hours later, I was down bad with flu A and been in bed for 4 days. So that was my chance to kind of get away a little bit. It didn't happen. So now I'm getting geared up for coordinators tomorrow, getting geared up for going to the combine. After that, free agency's on the horizon. Then we've got the owners' meetings coming up. Then, the draft. So I'll catch my breath and maybe sometime third week of June, I think.
Jimmy, we had the flu the same time.
How'd you do?
It was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah,
the 5-year-old had it too. So
okay.
that fever, man.
Yeah, it was rough. It's the first time I get a flu shot every year, but it's the first time I've really caught the flu, and I'm not kidding, 10, 15 years, and it did a number on me. So, and I took the Tamiflu. That didn't go so well either.
Yeah, me either. I took it too.
So, so I'm finally out of it. I'm still, I'm back in the office today. Still kind of getting my strength back a little bit, but it was no joke.
So I don't even know how much you can say on this, talk about, but just everything exploded with the Fanatics leak of the possible new Titans logo and rebrand that's coming. A to Z then confirming that there is a rebrand that is one of the logos. What can you say about any of it? What do you know about any of it? And I know nothing is official, and I'm sure the Titans franchise is not happy that Fanatics accidentally leaked a little bit of a change coming. But what can you tell us about any of it?
Yeah, I wish I could say more, and believe me, I have seen all of that out there. My mailbox, my mailbag and Twitter feed, and
I'm sure your
everywhere I go,
email is crazy.
Yeah, so because this has been rumored for weeks, and I saw everything over the weekend that came out about it. I'm just not really. I'm not in a position where I can say anything at all about it, and I've tried to drop that in some of the mailbags. Hey, I'm seeing you. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't. I just can't share anything about it.
There's nothing official yet.
Right.
Okay.
I wish I could, but as of February the 17th, just nothing I can share.
Okay.
Sounds good, Jimmy. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay, appreciate it. Y'all have a good week.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com. I didn't know he had the flu.
I didn't either. See, I bet we got it in San Francisco. Because we probably had it. No, he had it after us. We had it before. Maybe we gave it to him.
I never had a fever. I was checking diligently.
Yeah. You just lost your voice.
I lost my voice. I did have, I probably had a sinus infection of some sort because it was hard to breathe. But everybody is dealing with it for sure. 3HL 1045, The Zone. There's, speaking of voice, there you go. Pro Football Focus 3-round mock draft. People are starting to kind of dial into a number 4 pick for the Titans. We've got that next. If you want in, 615-737-1045. 3HL 1045, the Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport with you. 615-737-1045. Man, we got a lot of calls about that logo yesterday. Maybe you heard the show and then dove in a little bit later because it's a very difficult topic to discuss on the radio. It's tough to, put that vision in your mind. I did hear Austin Stanley talking about this on A to Z Sports, and I think he has a great point here. And he said, let me be sure to tell you, I don't know this, but I'm thinking, this through. Like we do on a daily basis here. You know some things, but you spend a lot of time thinking things through and having conversations. But what he said made sense to me. Maybe it is true, maybe it's not. But from a business perspective, this is a good time for them to do this. Oh, that's me. I was watching Helicopter. I was watching John Helicopter Humphrey highlights. So I had my audio up.
That was a great story.
Yeah. This makes sense to do it now, right? Because now you're at the point in the building where you're going to start putting the new, if you're doing a new logo, you're going to start putting it up out there. So rebrand it with a year to deal with all that. Get everything.
Before you're into the new stadium and.
It's a completely fresh thing.
You've got a brand new head coach. You've got a GM that's in charge that you've given full autonomy to and Borgonzi. Now is a perfect time. You got a brand new franchise quarterback. Rock on.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Good job, Austin. 615-737-1045. We've got the Pro Football Focus 3-round mock draft coming up. It seems like all these things are kind of solidifying themselves on a couple of pieces. Number one, obviously, Fernando Mendoza going number one. Everybody's got that. But we'll roll through that here in just a second. What?
How funny is Fernando Mendoza now that he's done in college? Did you see?
You love him. He's always smiling ear to ear.
I love him. But I loved him when he was at Cal. And I said, you guys are going to love him, but he's different. He's a little different. But he's hilarious in all these interviews now, like Tonight Show and whatever else. And then, he was on where somebody asked him, what was that, Bussin' with the Boys? I'm not Bussin' with the Boys. It was Barstool something, I think, where he was on, or maybe it was McAfee, where he did his Kirk Cignetti impression. He's like, what the beep, Fernando? And then he just sat there. And everybody starts dying laughing. He's like, yeah, that's him. He's just great. I love him. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I think you're about to go get...
What is going on in the feed right now? You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
You were on the wrong show.
Oh, this is the one that it was just me and you.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong show.
I was wondering, I'm like, Zeph's not even wearing that today. You're not even on the right show.
He might be.
No. He was in orange there.
No, he's in white.
Oh, he's in gray today.
I'm wearing blue shirt.
Oh, my gosh.
Good try.
Actually, it looks the same. No, it looks like the same exact shirt.
Okay.
All Zeph's shirts look the same.
While I try to solve my technical issues, which are varied and vast, let's go to Dustin and Laverne. Dustin, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, sir.
I really do think the new logo is going to look awesome with everything put together. I would go as far as to say I think we're pretty much going to have the coolest looking jerseys in the league, no matter how they put those colors together.
Okay.
I did have a question, though, as far as, do we know how long the contract with Nissan Stadium as far as the naming options go? Because I'm liking the rebrand. I'm liking everything they're doing. The only thing that I wish they would lean a little bit more into was maybe trying to go back to Nissan Coliseum or something that had to do with the Titans a little bit more, because I just feel like that has been lost and they have a great opportunity to kind of bring that back in. But I'm sure it has something to do with the contract as far as the naming rights go.
They just signed a new deal with Nissan.
It's like a 20-year deal.
It's a long time.
In 2023, November 2023, they signed a 20-year exclusive naming rights partnership.
I'm like, I knew it was decades long.
And here's the other thing, Dustin. We talked about this yesterday. Austin Stanley and those guys, A to Z Sports, part of their reporting is that the Titans are going to move away from the mythology side of things.
Well, that's a bummer, but I get it. I understand. And they've been away from it for a while now, but it just would have been cool to play in the Coliseum again. I think that would have been a pretty neat little feature. So.
I got you, man. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate you sharing, man.
Thanks, Dustin.
Yeah, see you.
615-737-1045. What do you think about that part of it? If they do go away from all of that. The mythology thing.
I don't care.
I really don't either.
Nah. The only thing I cared about was the good-looking Titans dude, and everybody told me he hasn't been there for 3 years. So, so never mind.
The good-looking Titans dude. Was that his name? And now,
What was his name?
on the sideline, good-looking Titans dude. I don't know. He was rolling around with that
chiseled
sword,
one?
though. Remember?
Yeah.
Sword.
And the Greek mythology-looking, what do you call it? Sandals and skirt.
He was dressed as a Titan.
Yes, that.
When was his exit? Do we know?
I don't know, but apparently, I got just
I didn't pay attention.
chastised yesterday.
I didn't pay
because
attention to that guy.
They're like, clearly you haven't been to a game in a while. He hasn't been there for 4 years. I'm like, okay.
Oh, man.
I thought he was just created like 4 years ago. So what do I know?
615-737-1045.
I want to hear about this mock draft.
All right, let's do it.
I
Should we
wanna
take a
talk-
break first?
I
Or
want to talk more about
No.
we're not in a break?
the good-looking Titans, man. I forget about this. I'm intrigued. What happened to him? He just,
It's like Thanos.
they killed him off?
So this is PFF's mock draft.
You keep trying.
We're keeping the show on the rails.
Good job,
PFF
Zeph.
3-round mock draft. Raiders, number 1, Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza. Number 2, Jets. That's a little surprising, but he's listed by most people, like, because you see mock drafts and then you see player rankings. And so Jeremiah Love and this guy, Caleb Downs, are usually like the top 2 people that people talk about talent-wise. So Jets at 2, Ohio State safety Caleb Downs. Man, Blaine loves him.
I've seen so many different players like projected to the Jets at 2 because everyone, I think, went into this year thinking quarterback, and there's really only one quarterback. So I'm really interested to see what the Jets actually end up doing. I've seen anything from not Jeremiah Love, Caleb Downs, like you mentioned, to Arvell Reese, to Ruben Bain. Like, I don't know what they're going to do.
Number 3, Cardinals. Texas Tech edge rusher David Bailey. Gone before 4.
I saw a tweet from Chase Daniel, who does a podcast for The Athletic
Former
with
Missouri quarterback. He
with,
set all kinds of records back in
Diana
the day.
Rossini, who said that if David Bailey does not go number 3, the NFL talent evaluators in these franchises are doing something completely wrong.
There are some listeners in our chat every year. Every day that are like,
Every time we
David
bring
Bailey.
this up,
Every
yep.
time we bring this up, David Bailey.
Number 4, Titans. Miami defensive lineman Ruben Payne Jr. This is what they wrote. The Titans are in an ideal position to let the board come to them and take the best player available, which in this scenario is Bain. He generated an outstanding 23.5% PFF pass rush win rate in 2025 and offers the versatility to kick inside as an interior rusher also. What do y'all think? 615-737-1045.
I've heard some random stuff about Ruben Bain, that he's a crappy teammate.
Ooh.
Really? From who?
Here we go. Draft season.
Like, did you see where it was from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I'm not going to tell you.
I thought you said you read it.
This isn't
No,
something
this
she
isn't
read.
something I read.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
But he's not the best teammate, so that's a little worrisome. Or is it just your typical like draft? Let's try and tank this guy so that we can get him.
It's one of those 2 things. The thing about it, though, is that's going to start to be discussed.
Yep.
Well, remember that
People
was
try to tear these guys down, man.
that was the thing with James Pierce Jr. last year. That was like you talk about character concerns.
Well, look at him.
It turned out. It turned out.
Bad example.
He's in jail.
No, that's what I'm saying is like she said maybe it's one of those tank things and like okay maybe we thought that for James Pierce Jr.
Yeah.
because it was coming out and that was one of the biggest stories in last year's draft is James Pierce Jr. and it almost tanked him out of the first round if the Falcons hadn't done something that honestly got their general manager one of the things that got their GM fired.
Yeah, they traded back into the first round.
And it ended up being true, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a tough example there.
Yeah, no, but I think the point of his example was that it turned into truth.
But let's say, I don't know, let's say the Saints value Bane, and then maybe they put something out that's like, you know what I mean? Like, that goes on every year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Always happens.
Number 15, Tennessee quarterback Jermod McCoy to the Buccaneers. Colton Hood also being thrown around in a lot of first-round mock drafts. A couple of guys have the Rams taking McCoy and Colton Hood, both Tennessee corners.
I saw an article of that. That was a little weird to me.
I think Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft today had Dallas taking Jermod at 12 and then the Rams taking Colton Hood with their second first-round pick later. So I think the Rams and one of those Tennessee corners is legit.
They've got Bama quarterback Ty Simpson going 29th. Could we have a one-quarterback first round?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about how weak this quarterback class is.
Who was
Which
that
is
at 29?
funny because it wasn't supposed to be, remember? When we were talking last year, it was, this is going to be this great quarterbacks class.
Arch and Nico and
Nico and
yeah.
Arch and all the, and here we are.
Yeah. Next year, the wide receiver class,
That's gonna be legit.
and quarterbacks next year.
Oh, who is the team at 29 that Ty Simpson?
Rams.
Interesting.
Aging Stafford's coming back, he says.
Which would be perfect to get a rookie quarterback in this year and let him learn from him.
I wouldn't hate that for him.
I wouldn't hate that. And that's a good...
From Martin, Tennessee.
I feel like that's a decent system for Ty Simpson to go to where it's all about passing the football, which is what he does, or what he did best at Bama last year.
Yeah. I mean, and where he really struggled was when they had no run game and their offensive line was injured, right?
So second round.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was pulling this guy up. Second round is they have the Titans taking Louisville wide receiver Chris Bell.
Does the ACL scare anybody?
Yes.
6'2", 220. ACLs really don't scare me anymore.
For a wide receiver, though.
I mean,
when did he tear? I'm going to look up how long ago it
Strength
was.
is...
He's 6'2", 220. I don't know. He had 72 receptions last year for 917 yards and 6 touchdowns. I mean, even Slay did it a long time ago, and he was better after. And that's a highly athletic
but he's
thing.
playing basketball. He's not running routes.
Yeah, but you're moving and changing direction.
November 22nd is when he tore his ACL.
Ooh.
So
that's probably missing training camp. That's probably high for him then. The Titans need help now. They don't need draft some second round guy and miss training camp, right?
Yes.
Okay, so scrap that one. There we go.
It's only been 12 weeks.
We talked through it.
Yeah.
Third round, Georgia cornerback Dalen Everett. Need corners, multiple.
That second round pick is going to be interesting because you could literally go. You could go defensive end again because this defensive end draft is so
deeper than
deep.
normal.
You could go wide receiver. You could go cornerback. I'm going to be really interested to see how they approach that second round pick because they could, like I said, they could go any direction.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Chris Bell tore his ACL against SMU. That was the last ACC game for them. Yeah.
Everett is the cornerback from Georgia, 6'1", 190. He had 3 interceptions 2 years ago, 1 last year. 58 tackles 2 years ago, 49 last year. Very productive player. So we'll see. I love looking at these. Do y'all love looking at mock drafts? I will click on any mock draft link I see on Twitter, any one of them.
Yeah, because I you're gonna laugh. I look for 2 things: what the Titans do and what balls are going where.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're playing the crowd a little bit, but also quarterbacks. Like, I'm intrigued by the Ty Simpson thing because he could have made a lot of money going back to college.
A lot.
And he may not go in the first round. Interesting. 615-737-1045. You want in? 615-737-1045. More 3HL as we roll through the show. A lot of basketball going on tonight. The window to designate franchise and transition players begins today. Would you bring back Chig, and at what cost? 615-737-1045. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Lady Vols in action tonight against number 17 Ole Miss on the road. Ole Miss is 11-0 at home. Lady Vols 2-4 in their last 6. Kind of a 50-50 matchup. So we'll see how that one goes down. On the men's side, South Carolina at number 12, Florida, Georgia at Kentucky, LSU at Texas. 615-737-1045. A lot of talk about the logo. Captain Tony out there. Tony, what up?
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Yo, what's happening?
Out here in the middle of traffic. Boy, I tell you, there's nothing better than just driving through traffic in rush hour twice a day. It's fantastic. I love the city.
Lots of people experience that.
Lots of people moving here.
I tell you, I love, get out of the way, everybody. If you can hear me, okay,
Come on,
get out of
Captain
my
Tony.
way.
You never know what somebody's dealing with that you're yelling at.
Hey, they don't know what I'm dealing with, which is maybe is why I'm yelling.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I wanted to there's a guy that called in yesterday. I tried to call in and mention him yesterday, but y'all were so packed on this logo discussion, man. It's such a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say a couple of things. So one of the guys called in, and he made a statement. He said, if you recall, he was like, I want to get rid of the 3 stars, and I wasn't a big fan of it. It went along the lines. I don't remember the whole conversation verbatim, but that struck a chord with me because the entire logo and the 3 stars and the colors is all about the history of the state of Tennessee and the U.S., the 3 flags and the division of East, Middle, and West Tennessee, and then the crimson, red, white, and blue to signify the unity with America. And that's crazy. And I know the whole flame thing's a big deal with the Greek god and the Titan and all the stuff that goes along with that. But for me personally, I was with you guys yesterday and on the colors with the Oilers scheme. I'm almost curious to know if they're bringing back that type of scheme again, which would be awesome. I think I'm cool with the change. I like it. I think people are going to press me back on it, but I like it. I think Tennesseans in general have a really hard time with change. If you look all across the state's history,
I think people in general.
Yeah,
I think so too. But just with Tennessee, there's so much Southern history and roots here, from Jack Daniel's whiskey to the Smoky Mountains to country music to just to goo-goo clusters and moon pies and all. There's so many Tennessee things. And I feel like when the Titans came here and it was our first NFL team, it's going to be hard for anyone to change. I'm on board with it, and I love the color scheme. I'm very hopeful that with the colors and what they brought out, that maybe we do get a taste of that old Houston Oilers type uniform. Appreciate y'all, and talk to you soon.
Thank you, Captain Tony. I mean, I said yesterday, like, that's my favorite NFL uniform ever. Now, I also grew up a Houston Oilers fan. But that is a pretty common take from old school football fans. That and the creamsicle. Those are the two that get discussed the most when you bring up this stuff. But, that Columbia blue, red, white combo is – and with the new logo, depending on how they do the helmet, it actually looks pretty tight to me. But, we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. I mean, A to Z did say that this is potentially just one of the logos.
I've seen a lot of people start to put out or push that this is more likely going to be, or the one that got released is
like
more likely
helmet?
a secondary logo.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that in a lot of places. Now, it's nothing official, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's just people speculating. But maybe they put it out to test the market. I don't know.
I think Austin's probably pretty right that they're getting to the point where they need to put all that stuff up in the new stadium, and it's going to get out, But, that gives them a year to continue to work through that over there and get everything buttoned up, and it gives them a year to sell the new merchandise. Because if you just open the stadium and put everything on sale like a month out, like, you're still going to have such a hodgepodge of you're going to anyway, but you at that point you would have such a hodgepodge of all kinds of different jerseys over there.
Yeah.
But now people have a year to buy the new stuff in preparation for the move into the new stadium. And I mean, let's be honest, we're talking about capitalism, and it's a way for them to make a lot of money. Right? I mean, that's That's one of the things. Oh, this just came down. Bobby Trees is retiring. Former Titan legend. Robert Woods, wide receiver.
Aw.
Bobby
Good
Trees.
job, Bobby Trees.
615-737-1045. If you would like to watch the show live, you can. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Man, Slay always, puts in the chat to hit the like button, and that's what makes me hit the like button because I always forget. But I just did. So if you want to hit the like button, Top Tier says I'm bringing back Chig. 3 years, $24 million. I think he's going to get more than that. Think what you want about him.
I don't think he's worth
production
more than that.
Right, and I think that's where the Titans will be. But you know how people overpay in free agency, man.
The Titans
we
are
watch
about
the
to
Titans do it every year. Every team
do
does
it this year because they have to.
That's why it's a good place to be for Chig.
Do you want me to look up his market value from Spotrek? I think
Sure.
we've done this before, but I'll look it up again.
Sure. He caught, 56 balls for 560 last year, something like that? I think I actually have that pulled up.
His market value for average annual
56 for 560, 2 times.
value is $7.96 million, so we'll call it $8 million a year.
I bet he gets more than that. I mean, if that's what the value is of him, I would bring him back. 3 years, $24 million? Do it. I would.
So do you think he's going to get...
Somebody's going to pay more.
Do you think he's going to get around that 9-10 range?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's
Less
going to
than
pay
10.
more strictly because of what we were talking about earlier, where you watch the tape and you see potential for more.
That just brought back memories of our conversations during the draft that Anthony Richardson was going to go high because people would put in the tape from Florida.
Yeah.
And he had enough just ridiculous highlight film to make a pretty lengthy little tape. But in reality of the situation, we're huge SEC people. We watched every game. So we knew that they cut the field in half. And if his first read wasn't wide open, he wasn't going to complete it.
Right.
And sometimes if it was wide open, he wasn't going to complete. Now he says he wants to be traded, right? Anthony Richardson?
It's not official, but reports from, I think it was
If that's true.
I think it was Stephen Holder who covers the Colts.
Okay, let's put it this way. If that's true, who in the hell's trading for him? He was done in Indianapolis when he took himself out of the game.
Exactly.
See, I understand why you say that, but also look at the league. This is some team's going to look at him, see a quarterback with all that,
But
and
what
be
are you
like,
giving up?
here's a 7th-round pick.
I wouldn't even do that. I'll bet they don't do that. I might be wrong. But at this point, I'd be like, all right, Colts, release him.
Now, I think
then we'll talk.
Now, I think if a team's going to do this, it's going to be a team with their starting quarterback already in place, doing this either for a backup or prepping for the future. So maybe an older quarterback that's already been in place.
What is his value really? Okay, we talked about this in the chat too.
I want no part of a quarterback
What
that
is Will Levis's value?
Levis has
I
more
think
value.
Levis is more valuable than Anthony Richardson right now.
for sure.
And part of that is because of the stories that are out about him taking himself out of a game.
I don't want a quarterback that did that. I'm sorry. Y'all can deal with that. Maybe. I don't know. Will Levis's thing, he's got NFL arm talent. He just does weird things on the field. So if I'm Levis's crew, I'll just be like, that was immaturity. He's learning, blah, 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 blah. Look at his arm.
Thrown into a starting role.
Thrown into this role and look at what was surrounding him. He had the worst offensive line.
I think you could sell
in the
Levis.
league. You could totally sell Levis, yeah.
As weird as that sounds, what could they get if the Titans could trade Will Levis? What could they get? It would be a late round draft pick, like you were just talking about. But are you talking about
Can you get
a
a fourth?
sixth? Oh no,
No, that's
Fifth?
way too high.
I think you're
fifth,
lucky
sixth?
to get a sixth. And if they get a sixth, they're going to take it. I would think.
Which sucks
I love
because
talking through these things.
second round draft pick. Now,
You know, Borgazzi, if Borgazzi's listening to the show going, God,
what are y'all doing?
I need to call y'all.
What's really interesting, and I sent this to you this morning. I
Mayor,
don't know.
you're way off.
I don't know how much you guys dove into it. Is what the Dolphins are going to do with Tua?
Oh, yeah.
Could that be a Brock Osweiler situation, where they give up a pick and Tua just so someone will take on the contract?
Oh.
And there are a lot of people out there throwing the Titans around just because of the amount of cap space.
That's another guy. He goes to press conferences and throws teammates under the bus. Like, he's done it several times.
Tua?
Yeah.
Head injury. That'll do it to you.
Or he's just a matter-of-fact kind of guy, you know. Daryl in the borough, Levis will get traded to the Steelers and continue to haunt Savage.
We all know that at some point Levis is going to be a decent quarterback in this league, right?
I think so.
You know this is going to happen.
I think so.
I mean, look at what Malik Willis is outside of what?
He's got a market.
Outside of Kirk Cousins and maybe Daniel. I guess, is Daniel Jones going to be a free agent this year?
Yeah, so they're talking about franchise tagging him.
Outside of those two guys,
I don't know why you would, but
like Malik Willis might be the best available free agent quarterback going into this offseason. Which is crazy to
great job by him, man. Taking advantage of opportunities. I love it.
That's Slay's guy.
I always say to young people, man, when the door cracks, kick it down. That's what we were talking about the other day when you were talking about luck, and I was like, preparation meets opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not ready when your name is called, that's on you. I mean, this business is a good example of that. So good job, Zeph, taking advantage of situations. When are you 25?
June.
Man, that's a big one. I've said this before. That's the one birthday that hit me. Because I was like, damn, I'm a quarter of a century years old. Have you thought about it like that?
Nope. I got several months before that. Lots of things in between now and my birthday.
Yeah, Combine's coming up.
Combine.
How about Jimmy
draft.
saying I'm leaving for the Combine next Monday?
That's crazy. Underwear Olympics, here we come.
Maybe that's where the Titan Man is. 1045 The Zone. Chris Lowe on the show yesterday talking about the Joey Aguilar situation. There has been no resolution today. We'll revisit what Chris had to say about what he's hearing from people inside that courtroom. It's interesting. 3HL 1045 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends, the Anomaly family at Brentwood Jewelry. They will be your friends, too. Just simply go by and see them. They've got an incredible selection. But the main thing is the main thing, and that's relationships. These guys are awesome, awesome people. They'll get to know you, and they'll be able to help you with all of your gifting opportunities throughout the course of the year. For more than 50 years, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the Middle Tennessee community with exceptional style and exceptional deals every day. As a family-owned and operated business spanning 3 generations, they're deeply rooted within the community, from Salem's service and special forces to his son serving as local firefighters. The Anomaly family is dedicated to giving back. In a time that is imperative to support local, shop Brentwood Jewelry. Brentwood Jewelry here to help you pop the question. If you're thinking about getting that done, let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings, or talk with their custom design specialists to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. Brentwood Jewelry, 7012 Church Street, in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Tell 'em meet me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion, just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules how we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell 'em to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge, never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music speakers tell 'em this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
Good afternoon. It's 5:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid Kentucky Down Studios. Today, the window to designate franchise and transition tags to players headed to free agency opens up for NFL teams. So far, the only thing reported from Adam Schefter was that it's unlikely for the Seahawks to use a franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker. Right now, number 13 Tennessee baseball facing off against UNC Asheville in Knoxville. The Vols are currently up 7-2 and threatening in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tonight in college hoops, number 1 Michigan heads on the road against number 7 Purdue at 5:30. Number 12 Florida hosts South Carolina at 6, and Kentucky will be hosting Georgia at 8. Over on the women's side, number 21 Lady Vols head on the road against number 17 Ole Miss. Tip-off for that one at 6 o'clock. For our Foundation Repair Waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Bringing news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. It's already the middle of the week, hump day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
We are less than 3 weeks away from springing forward. Hopefully they will decide to stay there.
Hallelujah.
It'll be lighter later. By the way, the sunset yesterday was incredible.
Beautiful.
We're not going to get it today, though. Look,
Nope,
it's very cloudy in downtown. The sunrise this morning was spectacular, too.
I did not see that.
You don't see the sunrise?
I didn't see it this morning. Let's just say Baby Babs was a car rider this morning because we were not in time for the bus.
She is Babsy Davenport, y'all.
What up? Twitch, please. Oh, it is beautiful. Mayor's showing me pictures now. Look at that. Look at that.
Standing over the top of your head.
That is gorgeous. Oh, a little too high, but yeah, beautiful sunrise.
I didn't get it done.
Nope.
So I need to be better at camera work.
Meh.
Man, you'd have thought, do one commercial that I could be just an expert at all things television.
Shout out Blair Durham.
Shout out Blair Durham. What are you doing in there?
I didn't stop her intro before I turned the pot back up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the sunrise this morning, Zeph Talk?
No.
Zeph's an early riser, man. My phone starts dinging pretty early.
Yeah, because he works like 8 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're down to 2, aren't we?
2.
Yeah. We didn't talk about this yesterday. Did y'all see the Daytona 500?
Yes, the ending was insane.
Tyler Reddick led one lap of the Daytona 500, and it was the checkered flag. And so
Only
he went.
one that mattered.
That's right. He did not win last year, so this is snaps a streak for him. But his boss, well, Denny Hamlin, but who finished like last maybe. He's won 14 of them. His boss is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
MJ.
Isn't it his Jordan's first NASCAR
Yes.
championship?
He said, somebody asked him, did it feel like winning an NBA title? He goes, I don't know. I don't have the ring yet. They're supposed to get the rings today. Today is his birthday.
Oh, it's a great birthday present.
Happy birthday, Michael Jordan. He is 63 today.
Dang.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Dawn, did you see how this race ended? I don't know if you saw the
I
clip.
saw it on.
Yeah, describe it for
I
people
saw
that didn't
social media clips.
So he was pretty far from the lead, and then there was a wreck, and so he got into the top 3. Oh, that was a pretty sunset or sunrise. He got into the top 3, and he wasn't really making any ground up, and he was kind of sitting at 3-2 position, and it didn't look like he was going to win. And then kind of on one of the last turns, like the top 2 guys ran into each other again. So it was like a second wreck that completely cleared off everything, and then he just went right through the checkered flag and won it. Like, I mean, it was right time, right place.
It's crazy to watch. Like, I'm not a race guy, but it'd be crazy to watch for hours, and then the end happens so fast like that. You know, that's like overtime hockey, like in a playoffs. I mean, seriously, y'all, there are very few things in sports that are better than playoff hockey and overtime because there's such a buildup, and you're like, it's so tense, and then boom, goal, and it's like, whoa, that happened fast.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you're looking for out of it.
It's funny because that race almost happened. It was almost the exact same finish as one of the Olympic speed skating races from last week. I don't know if you guys saw this. I can't remember which country it was, but it was same situation. Guy was in like 5th place, and the top 2 guys ran into each other and knocked everybody else behind them down, and he just skated on past and got gold. Right time, right place.
So last night, I'm sitting here watching number 2, Houston, and number 6, Iowa State. I mean, they are battling. Great game. Babs pops in with a text. I'm all in on bobsled. I'm all in on the Olympics. I said, what?
Mayor said, since when? I said, since Duke just destroyed Syracuse, and I switched over.
So I'm watching 2v6, and she goes, "What's that?" And I knew. I just waited for Slay to jump in there. And Slay wrote, "Come on, Babsy."
Did you
And
have?
then I was like, "Oh, number 2 versus
But you were watching the mono bob, like I was talking about yesterday. I love that
Dude, it's
term.
amazing. And did you see the NBC reporter? And sorry, I forgot his name.
Colin Jost. He's the Saturday Night Live guy.
Oh, that's Colin?
He's been on 3
he really?
in studio. Yeah.
Okay, so they
does
had
Weekend
him
Update.
do
Yeah, I
a
love Michael Che.
Michael Che.
yes, they had him do the bobsled, like with the camera on and all that mic'd up. Now he wasn't by himself, obviously, because he
had
could
a
never
driver.
do it.
He
He
was
had a
riding,
driver.
yes.
He was riding, but he was like, there was nothing like funny about it. He was like, for real, scared for his life. But that's a perfect example of how we need to put regular people into these sports
You've
to
been wanting
show
that.
how good these Olympians are at this stuff, because he was like, I thought I was going to die. I thought there was no way. I thought my heart was going to blow out the back of my chest, whatever. Like, I'm telling you, that bobsled was awesome. And then the U.S. woman won gold. She has 2 sons, both of them deaf. One of them with
Oh,
Down
I
syndrome.
saw this. This is cool.
Oh, and she has never
Isn't-
won gold.
she's
won
like 41,
a bunch
right?
of silvers and bronzes.
Yeah.
She's in her 40s. Her kids travel with her all year for competitions with her nanny. And then she has not won a single competition this year, like has had a really, really rough year in the bobsled, and then freaking goes and wins gold. And you see her signing to her sons. Mommy won.
Oh.
I mean,
It was a really
Great
cool
job
moment.
of explaining that, Babs. I feel like you painted a good mental picture there because I did not see that. But
Mommy won. It was pretty awesome. And that bobsled, that, what do you call it?
monobob. That's when they have
Monobob.
one person in the bobsled. I don't know
It's
why that's a thing
crazy.
all of a sudden.
It's crazy. So anyway, I was all in on that, and then I watched figure skating. Then I watched the end of the Houston game, and I was like, "Oh heck yeah, Duke's
was
about
awesome.
to move up to 2, and then you're gonna
Iowa
have
State
1
hit a 3
versus
late.
2.
Did
Michigan Duke next weekend.
Did you guys have trouble following the end of that game with the camera operators being blocked by the
that was
Iowa
ridiculous.
State
Shakers?
Iowa State fans with the shakers?
Yeah.
You couldn't see one side of the floor because the shakers were sitting there, and I think it was like 46 seconds left. It was I think it was Iowa State going for a go-ahead 3, and you couldn't see the player because it was behind one of those shakers.
Crazy.
I
that
said
broke their 6-game win streak for Houston.
I said this the other day. Yeah, but Iowa State, man, they're good. They keep beating. They've won like 4 in a row against top 2 teams or something. Like, it's crazy. I said this the other day. I need an Olympic personal assistant. I need an OPA.
Yeah,
I need an
I
OPA.
should have texted you and said, "Hey, the couples figure skating is on."
I don't know that I'm changing from 2 top 6 basketball teams for that, but couples figure skating.
Would you like a medal count update?
Okay, so there's a big argument going on right now. Do we do like the country that has the most gold is first, or do you do the most total number of medals?
Medals,
first?
then gold.
Yeah, I think it's
I definitely want to know the
medals, then
gold, but
Okay,
total medals.
No, it's in the past it has been gold then medals, but
Okay, how this ranking is based off total medals. No, it's actually not. This one is based off gold.
okay.
Just happens to work out where the top 4 are also in total medals. All right, number 1, Norway leading the way. They have 14 gold medals, 8 silver, 9 bronze.
They're going to win, right?
31 total medals at this point. Number 2, Italy with 9 gold, 4 silver, 11 bronze. They've got 24 total. The U.S. right behind them, 6 gold, 10 silver, 5 bronze, 21 total medals. The Netherlands also has 6 gold, but they only have 13 total medals. That's why they're behind the U.S.
So when is the U.S.-Canada women's hockey game for the gold medal?
I believe,
Is that today?
I think that's
Have they already played that?
no.
I'm gonna be
I feel
pissed.
like I would have seen that.
Because the U.S. women are crushing it. And then the men have started, but they're not close to the medal thing, I think.
It is February
You know,
19th
OPA.
at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's
damn.
Saturday during the day.
No.
No, Babs, that's
that is
Thursday.
Not. That is Thursday during the day.
That would be Thursday at noon.
Is it live at noon? Yeah,
What
because it'd
day
be
is
7.
it?
12:10 p.m.
Because it's 7 hours, according to Slay, and he would know he played in Italy.
He would know he played it.
It's not Saturday, y'all. Babs does not get the job for OPA for me, Olympic personal assistant. Babs is not going to make it.
The United States men's play in the quarterfinal against Sweden tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, Seth.
Why did I say Saturday? Oof, I don't even know what day it is.
I never know what day it is. Thankfully, phones are available. 615-737-1045. We didn't get to the Joey Aguilar discussion. We certainly will. Mike in Old Hickory. Mike, you watching the Winter Olympics?
No. Dead. Could care less. What I'm wondering is, why are we changing our logo here in Tennessee?
They're rebranding, Mike. They're refreshing. They're going for a reboot.
So in other words, is the helmet going to change?
Yep.
And the uniform and everything.
Yep.
So are we going to keep the 3-star?
Yes, that is
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Reportedly, yes. Just not the flaming thumbtack. So the flames are gone.
Okay. But at least the 3-star, because Tennessee stands, it's West, Middle, and East Tennessee, and we're the Tennessee Titans. So the 3-star, that's what they represent. And a lot of people, bringing things that the 3 stars mean a bunch of stuff in the past. It doesn't. It just means we're representing Tennessee. So it's the 3 segments of Tennessee.
I love the
West,
TriStar.
Middle, and East.
Yep.
So I like the TriStar. Let's keep it. So whatever you guys decide, whatever the logo is, keep the 3-star. It's Tennessee Titans.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Try the Olympics, Mike.
Yeah.
No way.
He just hung up.
Mike is so decisive.
He goes, no way. Click.
Also, I love he was kind of talking like we were the ones making the decision on the
I know,
logo.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So
Keep it, guys.
you guys make sure you guys keep it, all right?
Tyler says if you can care less, you care. I was going to point that out, too.
No, but you're going to let it go because it's Mike and Old Hickory.
Wait, you're defending Mike in Old Hickory now.
No.
You guys have such a...
Love-hate
It's like a
relationship.
roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he calls in and I'm like, what is this crap you're talking? And sometimes I'm like, meh, you kind of have a good point.
T-Man 616. Monday, I told my patients it was Tuesday, and they almost drug tested me.
Oh, see? I'm not the only one.
It's okay. I typed in 2/16/26. I was putting up our podcast for the first hour. It is not the 16th. It is the 17th.
It is the 17th, yes.
Not just me.
Ja Elohim says some interesting activities happening at the Olympic Village.
Have you guys?
Why do you have to bring that up?
Have you seen
Because
that story?
it's a like every Olympics, it's a story.
It is. It's every single year.
They've run out of condoms, people.
10,000 in 3 days, I think is what they said.
I mean, there's a lot of athletes there that have been doing nothing but training for.
It's not like an athlete could just sit around and watch a movie. You know what I mean? Like,
They gotta go.
Come on,
they gotta go get some work in.
10,000 in 3 days. I didn't know the numbers.
That might be exaggerated, but I think that's what I saw.
I think it's also always the Winter Olympics. I don't know what the Winter Olympics
Well, yeah,
are
you
doing.
can't because you can't go outside. You got to stay inside. It's too cold.
Oh, man. I'm surprised we hadn't brought that up. No, I'm surprised that I hadn't brought that up. But
I don't know what the number was, though.
I love your reaction because, Babs, that means that you had seen that story.
Of course I've seen it. I did not send it to any of y'all.
Oh, man.
Okay, I never saw the actual number.
It was 10,000 condoms for 2,800 athletes, and they did get restocked today.
Thank goodness for that.
temporarily depleted due to higher than anticipated demand.
It's like a blackout in New York or something. They're going to have a baby boom in Italy.
There's going to be a lot of future athletes here in about 9 months.
No,
10 months.
there's 10,000 condoms.
Yeah, they're not 100% effective.
Well, they ran out, so
Yeah, that's true. They had several days without.
they had
you
several
know-
days of shortage.
Do you know how many they had for how many the Paris organizers had waiting?
Oh, this was the Summer Olympics. Okay.
The Paris one, they had 300,000.
Oh my God.
They ran out too?
No, they did not run out.
Okay, there you go.
There were also more
More
athletes in Paris than there were for this one, but still. So there was about 8,000 more athletes in Paris. So
Tyler's at Smash Village. We'll be right back. 380-1045 this 3HL 104.5 The Zone. I just lost my hat, Babs. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I was wondering what's going on over there.
I think you were laughing too hard at Dawn's.
Do you think everybody was talking like we were during the break?
Probably. I'm not
Had
sure
to
that
be.
we can have that conversation on air talking about the Olympic Village.
Well, I mean, if you just go athlete per athlete, that's 3.4 per athlete.
They're getting busy.
But Dawn had some good points then.
They got to keep their
Like, cut the
bodies.
numbers.
So what if some of them are each other? Then it's 2 athletes, but it's only 1.
Theoretically. Yeah.
So that's a lot of action. I mean,
They're staying limber
man.
during their off time.
that's
Yeah.
right.
That's what they're doing.
Need a release. Jason says Mayor's just holding back all the jokes. LOL. Not all of them. 615-737-1045. Alex is in Hermitage. Alex, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I
Yo.
love the show. Babs, I'm your #1 fan.
Thanks,
I also
Alex.
just got my take on the new Titans logo. Like, I'm fine with more white, more red, more Columbia blue. But the only thing is if they're moving away from the Greek mythology, then what is that in the middle of the logo? Is it a sword or a T? I'm just confused.
They're
guys.
changing it
Help me out.
to look more like a T than a sword. If the logo that's been leaked is real,
Yeah.
they've changed it to look like a T. Kind of strange T.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I
not
don't-
like a straight up T.
I don't like how they cut. Like they just took the T with the swords and then just like cut the points off. That's all they did, and it looks kind of awkward.
I think when people start
circumcised
putting
the
the
sword.
mock uniforms out, though, it looks cool as crap. What did you say?
So they
No.
circumcised the T.
Oh, my gosh. Get your mind out of the Olympic Village, please.
I'm sorry.
This is the problem.
I'm sorry. You opened up the jokes by bringing it up.
This is-
Oh, man. See, we're going to end up having a meeting, and Paul's going to be like, hey, I need to restart these, monthly meetings. We're going to get that email today.
He's trying to restart our monthly meeting.
We're going to get that
We're
email
like,
tonight.
Oh, well, no, we can't do today.
Well,
Daryl in the Borough says a Tesla T. That is what it looks like.
Does it? Now I
I gotta look up
pull
the
it back
Tesla. Yeah, I
out.
gotta look it up.
615-737-1045. All right, Joey Aguilar trying to get another year at Tennessee. Have you seen anything?
No, nothing.
Speaking of the Vols, what's the baseball score?
They're
Dawn,
up
close your ears.
10-2, top of the 8th.
All right.
Yay. I thought maybe we would have an Aguilar decision today. I knew we wouldn't yesterday.
I thought we
It was
would too.
President's
What
Day.
does it tell you that we don't? Because it's 6:30 up there. We're not going to get one today,
No, that means tomorrow.
right?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
Is that a good thing for Tennessee or a bad thing for Tennessee that it didn't happen today?
Well, it depends. Is it a good thing or a bad thing if Joey Aguilar comes back for Tennessee?
It's a good thing if he comes back.
Because I've seen the morning show did a poll on it. Ramon and Will did a poll, and there was like 56% of people that said they want to move on.
I'm
they don't
cool.
want
I'm
Aguilar
cool
back.
to see, the young guys battle. I'm cool with that. But if you're talking about Vegas odds to make the playoff, you need Aguilar at quarterback.
2025,
And it makes a
2026.
huge difference.
2026 success is based on who's playing quarterback.
Plus, keep in mind, late in the season, I mean, he finished with third most passing yards ever in Tennessee history in a season. And keep in mind, late in the year, we find out that he's got, what did he have in his chest?
Oh no! In his bicep, he had a tumor. He was playing with a tumor.
I tried to say that, and y'all went nuts on me. He was playing with a tumor.
It was a tumor in his bicep that actually decreased his arm strength.
Yeah, so he got it out right after the season, and everything's fine. Thankfully, but
I mean, that was a crazy story that came out.
I would think that most Tennessee fans would want him back.
I think there are a lot.
I saw that poll, and I was surprised by that poll.
I think there are a lot of people out there who are, and this may just be the way they're not ready for the way college football is heading, where they're so used to, okay, your guy comes in for a couple years, he's gone. Now your young guy's up, next guy up. Well, now in college football, it's okay, I can get a 6th, a 7th year. 24 years old.
Well, here's my
playing.
thing. Here's my thing. Also on Twitter polls, and I like them, and I'll look at them, and I'll participate with them. I like that Ramona will do them. But that's the kind of thing you just need to ask Tennessee fans. Because any other fan base guy is going to be like, hell no, I don't want him there, blah, 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 blah. Right? They'd rather have a guy that's never played before out there. So that's why polls are kind of weird on stuff like that when you're asking a specific question about a specific team.
My whole thing is at some point, you got to see what you have in the young guys, right? I mean, at some point, unless you're just going to be in the transfer portal quarterback market forever. And
like
that's
Miami
fine.
or
but
Oregon.
then, exactly. But then.
Like Indiana?
I mean,
Indiana,
exactly.
yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. But then your young guys are going to leave.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to have them. So if you think that George McIntyre is the future, at some point you got to pull off the Band-Aid and go.
But that probably means no playoff this year. With Joey in, you have a much better chance to make the playoff.
See, and then that comes...
And I get it. I love George McIntyre. He's from here. Like, I want to see him do well. But what are Tennessee's odds with a quarterback that hasn't played leading them through that SEC schedule, which is very difficult if you look at Tennessee's schedule?
And that's the double standard that Tennessee fans are going to have, because if Joey does not play and it's George, and right now just how it's looking, we don't know what it's actually going to be, but how it looks with George is probably not going to be in the playoffs. You can't sit here and complain if they pick George over Joey.
And I'm not saying they wouldn't. That's why I want to use the Vegas thing.
Yeah.
Because the Vegas odds of Tennessee in the playoff are tremendously different with Aguilar compared to anyone else right now.
Because, like, all these people
But I'm here for for G-Mac. I love that nickname. I want to see what he's got. But it's like, as a fan, do you want the better shot at the playoff, or do you want to develop the young guy? Because let's be honest. I mean, next year, one of those two dudes isn't going to be there anyway. Faison Brandon or George McIntyre.
Right.
I think we can guess who out of those two probably who will.
You have no idea. I don't know what you
but-
have with Faison Brandon. No idea. So it's an interesting topic. We brought it up with Chris Lowe yesterday, and he said some things on the show that went all over the internet after we got done with the show. And here is that conversation. We're talking about, what does he think? Does Joey get good news? Does he get good news or not good news with regard to Joey Aguilar's case? And if he's not back next year, what does that quarterback room look like?
eligibility type deals, I think there's a better chance that he doesn't than he does. But, you know, who am I to predict how something's going to go down in court? And whatever happens, and I mean this sincerely, I don't know Judge Haggerty personally, but in watching and listening and reading, it's very clear that he's not trying to be. And there were some jokes made about it. Even the NCAA's lawyer said he was a Vols fan. The guy that was, you know, defending the NCAA. There were some jokes made, but it was very clear that Judge Haggerty was not going to be portrayed as this orange white pom pom shaking judge who's going to sort of just rubber stamp this thing and say, "Oh yeah, you know, we're going to roll in your favor just because it's here in Chancery Court in Tennessee." And I admire. Yeah. I admire him for that. I mean, get it right. Do it right. Whatever the right thing is, do your job.
Well, interesting. Well, if Aguilar is not on the Tennessee roster, how do you see that quarterback battle playing itself out?
I think it's McIntyre's to lose. I think he gets the first crack at it. And, you know, physically, is he ready? I don't mean he can throw the football, but, you know, is he durable enough to make it through an entire season? Is he big enough? You know, we're going to find out. He hasn't played any meaningful snaps. You know, they brought the Staub kid in from Colorado, who's at least played some, but I got to believe he's there for more to try to make that thing competitive, a competition, than he is. They think he's going to be the guy. Listen, you've invested money in McIntyre. The freshman, you invested a ton of money in him. They're going to have, you realize if Aguilar wins, they're going to have well over $5 million invested in the quarterback room this year. Because I think Joey slots around $2 million. I think McIntyre's $1 million or more. And then Faison's, I bet you he's close to $2 million, between $1.5 million and $2 million. So, but I just think McIntyre is the guy. He would have to. They're not going to give it to him. They're not going to just hand him the job. But if he goes and plays with some consistency and can sort of rally that team, that's going to be the big question, Brent, is who can rally that team? Who does that team believe in, man? Because you can't fool the players. When you get out there in spring ball in the summer and you're throwing 7-on-7, you're the one getting the receivers up early to go throw, and then you get into preseason camp. They know who's the best guy. They know, especially at that position, who the guy that they want to be on the field in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, and you got to go down the field and score. That's what's got to happen. Whoever it is, whether it's McIntyre or one of the other guys, they've got to prove inside that locker room that they're the guy. And I'd say that's in a lot of ways already started, that contest.
Chris Lowe, on3.com. You can listen to the entire conversation where you get your podcasts. You can go to 1045thezone.com, or you can go to the 1045 The Zone YouTube page and find it there. 615-737-1045. It's an interesting question. Would you rather have Aguilar back, or would you rather move on and see what the young guys have? Robert is in the borough. Robert, what's up, man?
Hey, I liked Aguilar. I mean, he came in. I wish we hadn't had him last year. I mean, honestly, I wish we'd have started the redshirt freshman. What game did Aguilar win that we wouldn't have won without Aguilar if we'd have used the redshirt freshman? He didn't win a single game for us. And like I said, I don't dislike him. He was he seems like a great person, but I would have much rather had with last year's record. Wouldn't it have been a whole lot? Wouldn't you be happier having a returning starter that was going to be a sophomore this year if we hadn't have had Aguilar last year?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, Robert. I'm trying to think of the best way for me to express my opinion about that.
He said name a game where they wouldn't have won if Aguilar wasn't there. It's hard to
I can't think of that off the top of my
that.
head, but I'm going back to the schedule. And
I'm going to be honest. Maybe Mississippi State.
I'll tell you this, though.
But can I say this? You don't know. You don't know what
No,
George
not Mississippi
McIntyre
State.
would have been.
He had 2 interceptions against Mississippi State.
Yeah, but he played well late, and they don't win that game without him coming up with those plays late.
Arkansas.
I was there for that one.
The Arkansas game, they won by 3. Now, they were up, and Arkansas
Can I rephrase
back.
this question?
Yes.
Okay, I understand the question. It's a good one. How many games did he help them win? What if he weren't there, which is another part of this scenario? How many games does a young quarterback not get you to the winner's circle?
There are a couple.
Because there were some tight games.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State was an overtime game. You don't win that game without him. That's a definite one. But I think it's an interesting question to think about. Merklinger as quarterback or George McIntyre, how many games are lost because of youthful mistakes with big-time interceptions at key moments or whatever,
Also, football is a team sport.
They're not even in the game against Georgia, probably.
Oh, that's. I know they lost that game, but that's a big one. God, if they just made that kick.
Oh, here we go.
Well, transfer portal got him.
Have you seen Tennessee's new kicker they got from Louisville? He's got a little bit more swag than Max Gilbert did.
Yeah.
What's his name? Do you remember?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, Aguilar threw for 396 against Kentucky, but they won easily.
Yeah, but remember, Kentucky kind of jumped out, punched Tennessee in the mouth a little bit there to start that game. Tennessee kind of ran away with that one late.
He was, against Kentucky, Aguilar was 20 of 26, 396 yards, 3 touchdowns. Against...
the kicker is Cooper Ranvier from Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mississippi State, 24 of 40, 335, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. But again, those last 2 drives, like Mississippi State should have won that game. They should have beaten Texas, too.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, they won by 3. He was 16 of 25, 221 and a touchdown. Kentucky, I mentioned. Florida, 17 of 22, 204, a touchdown, no interceptions. He did his best stuff by not making mistakes.
Yeah, it was the games like the Oklahoma game. The Oklahoma game was by far his worst. That and Alabama, I think. Those are his 2 worst games.
It's an interesting discussion. Keith in Nashville. Keith, what's up?
Yeah, they said I got George. They said he beat Joey last year, so I got him.
He beat Joey out for the job last year?
Yeah, he was just too skinny. That's why he wasn't playing.
They did speak highly of him. I mean, the reports were that he
So what I know about
in
that
the conversation,
is that he made it more of a battle than
they expected.
They didn't think it would be a 3-quarterback battle as long as it was. But yes, skinny is the thing, and that's why Chris Lowe said what he said. Can he hold up? Can he put weight on? They've got this new
But he's
street
also
guy
got
from
this whole
Indiana.
Yes, and he has this whole offseason to be able to do that too.
Yeah, I mean, if Joey is coming back as like an insurance plan, yeah, but that last guy made the perfect point. It doesn't even matter how good he performed last year because we didn't make the playoffs anyway. So George might as well have played
Right, but you would think that he would be better in year 2 in the system, right?
Especially with some time under his belt.
But to your point, you think maybe George McIntyre beats Joey out. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if Joey's backup, that's cool, but I'm not having George transfer because a 26-year-old wants to keep playing with kids.
All right, he's 24.
Thank you, Keith. Appreciate it. But you get his point.
Yeah, I get his point.
Yeah.
I mean, people made the same joke with Diego Pavia.
And all of the transfers.
Yeah.
There's a guy going into year 9 somewhere, I read. I don't know how that's
Montana.
possible. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Yeah. I looked at his, I mean, honestly, he needs to hang it up because of injury. So I looked at his entire, year by year, and it was torn ACL, torn Achilles, torn this, whatever.
Oh, man.
Poor guy. I know. At some point, your body is telling you to hang it up.
615-737-1045. More 3HL when we come back. The 3HL bingo card and more. Stay tuned. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com.
Flu A hit our house. Flu hit Jimmy Wyatt with the Titans. You heard him talking about it. It's everywhere. And maybe you guys don't want to call the doctor and wait and get an appointment. And maybe don't have time. Maybe, with 2 working parents and kids going to school, you just need something quick to help you out and get you back on your feet. That's where Medical House Calls comes into play. MedicalHouseCalls.com. It's healthcare designed for your life. And here's the beauty of it. Call or text Medical House Calls. Their teams assess what you need and book your visit. Boom. Medical providers at your door delivering you the care that gets you back as soon as possible, whether that's testing to find out if you do have the flu or strep. They can do prescriptions and go ahead and get your antibiotics and whatever you need right then and there. So you don't even have to go to the pharmacy. And here's the best part about Medical House Calls. They do it 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Same day appointments available. Next day guaranteed. It's 615-838-2375. 615-838-2375. That's medicalhousecalls.com. Healthcare designed for your life.
That sounded like a wild situation, Jay.
I would not recommend you doing it unless you want to meet a Tennessee State Trooper.
I'm so mentally inferior to most people that, like, I barely got past him saying police are on the scene.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you were, right?
Rap lyrics, yes. 615-737-1045, always the number. We'll be back at it tomorrow with the Wednesday edition. Slay will be back. He is on the SEC Network tonight, so y'all can check him out there. Lady Vols put out their starting lineup. They're playing at Ole Miss at 6 o'clock. Mia Paldo not in the starting lineup again. That's 3 missed games since the 0 for 10 against South Carolina, and Kim Caldwell going questioning her team's competitiveness, let's say, at the podium. 3HL bingo card. We didn't anticipate these things being said. Do you guys go – no. This was me to Slay. Do you go thighs over breasts? He said no, but that's what they had. He was talking about chicken. 10,000 condoms, and they ran out.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, that could have been any of the three of us. I think we all said that at some point.
Yeah.
In 3 days, right?
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days. You did the math. What does the math say?
3.48 condoms per athlete. That's assuming, I mean, that number's based on 100% of the athletes using the 3.48.
That's right.
That could have been a commodity over there, man.
Some of them are married. Some of them.
Yeah, like, hey, man, I don't need these. $50.
Right.
We'll go get a latte. By the way, today is
some of them might not need them.
Happy National Cafe Au Latte Day, something like that.
What's Cafe Au Latte Day?
I thought it was National Random Acts of Kindness Day.
It is that as well.
Oh.
Because the Titans sent some stuff over to the morning TV show, news stations, and here.
What'd they send?
What'd they send?
I think the morning show did. I saw the note in the room. I don't know what was sent. I just saw the note.
See? They like to hit on us when we get stuff.
Always getting, yep.
They get lots of stuff on that show.
Left out here in the afternoon.
There's
they
breakfast in there right now.
Donuts and breakfast. Is that what the Titans sent? They sent him breakfast?
Potentially. From 8th and Roast, maybe?
Potentially. It is National Cafe Au Lait Day. That sounds like something you do with a bull.
Cafe Au Lait?
Random Acts of Kindness
Circus
Day.
Au Lait.
You want tomorrow's? Oh, Babsy!
What?
Why they put this on a Wednesday?
What?
Tomorrow is National Drink Wine Day.
Oh, that is right up my alley. Can I drink wine during the show because of it?
I mean, you're fine with me.
That's a conversation between you and our boss.
I have always heard you should ask for forgiveness
instead of permission.
Again,
that's pretty much my life motto.
What salespeople say.
Completely up to you and the boss.
Will Bowling texted me. About time we got something.
Oh, please.
Y'all always have coffee and breakfast
have
and
something.
stuff. Yeah. You never get anything.
Babies.
All right, Wednesday show coming up tomorrow. Hey, we appreciate you guys. By the way, tomorrow, the coordinators speak. Brian Dable.
Yes.
And
Gus Bradley.
Yes, thank you. And it will not be on live here, but we will have all of the sound bites later and be able to talk about it. That's coming up tomorrow. We appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face. 3HL, Organized Chaos. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Won't want to be ya unless you're a shout out to the Lady Vols trying to get back on track tonight against Ole Miss.
Shout out to Latex.
Oh, and the condoms, yes.